Hey guys, in this video I'll show you how to make a bow. Okay, so the first thing you will have to do is make a new class in weapons. I will also add a ranged folder. Okay, now go ahead and add a class to that. And let's name our bow a gel bow. There we go. Okay, I'll show you how to make a custom projectile in another video, but right now let's just put in these. Using the loader, using Terraria.id and using Terraria.gamecontent.creative. There we go. Now that when we are done with that, make sure you do this. There we go. And once you have done that, we can go ahead and give it a name and everything. So let's do public override set static default. And in here, let's go and change the display name to wait, give me a second. Never mind, you have to do it like this, and let's name it gel bow. Go. Now let's go ahead and add a tooltip. Tooltip.set default. Shoot a arrow. Okay, now let's do creative sacrifice catalog dot instance. Let's do sacrifice catalog. Type is equal to 1. Okay. Now, once we are done with that, go ahead and now we can change the stats and everything. So do public override set default. Okay. And once you have done that, we can set the damage type and everything. So, okay, before we do that, let's do item dot use style is equal to item use style id dot shoot. Make sure you do that, and then item dot damage type is equals to damage class dot ranged. Okay, now let's add some damage and everything. So damage, let's just do like 8, and let's knockback is equals to 4f. Let's also add a rarity, but let's do the value first. Yeah, second, then the buy price. Let's do copper. You actually have to type it. Right, now let's add the rarity. Rarity ID dot green. There we go. So now I think we need to add the use time. Use time. Let's just do 25 and I set the use animation to the same. There we go. So now let's go ahead and do, now that we're done with the basic stats, let's go ahead and actually do like the necessary stats. Or yeah. So now let's do the ammo. So ammo is equal to ammo ID, and okay, so this will just basically like it's like arrows. You're gonna have to, if I pick a bullet here, then you have to have that kind of bullet in your inventory for it to shoot, so it consumes bullets. That's but let's go and do arrow instead. Now this will make it that my ranged weapon will consume arrows when I use it. Now let's go and do item dot shoot, and this will set what it shoots. So basically I'll make it an arrow, so give me a second. So we have to do projectile ID dot arrow, so with an arrow friendly. There we go. So this basically makes that my bow shoots arrows. And if you want to do bullets or anything else, go ahead and do bullet. But in my case I'll do arrow friendly. And the difference between wooden arrow friendly and hostile is, I think the hostile you can take damage from your own projectile, so yeah. So now let's also add a recipe. Public overrides add recipes. You should know how to do this if you watch my other videos. The end. Item ID, let's just do gel. Gel 50 gel. Let's add another ingredient. Wooden bow. Let's go ahead and register that. There we go. So now let's just go ahead and make the image or the sprite of our bow. Okay, so here's my sprite. It's not the best, but it will do. So let's save it. Okay, now once you have saved it and dragged it into your folder, and it has the same name, we can go ahead and test it out. So let's go ahead and go in here, workshop, and build and reload your mod. Okay, and you also should have a cheat, like engine, like cheat sheet or anything. So let's go ahead and get our thing. So here you can see it has our bow. Let's test it out. Let's just go ahead and disable spawns, day, miss gravestones. There we go. Let's just god mode and fan. Just teleport somewhere. There we go. Yeah, okay. So now let's go ahead and test it out. So I have our bow, and let's test it out. I forgot you need to add a shoot speed actually. So item.shoot speed is equal to 5f, and the fan item.use ammo is equal to ammo. Let's go ahead and do that. Now let's reload. That was something I didn't think of. There we go. Now it should work better. Now we actually need arrows, so let's just teleport in place. Right, okay. So you need arrows, so let's just get some arrows. Just wait for that. Okay, so I get some arrows. Now let's test it out. Wow, it works. But as you can see, my bow is pretty small, so if you want to make it bigger, you can go ahead and do item.scale is equal to 2f if you want to make it double the size. So let's test it out now. There we go, let's test it out now. As you can see, it's much bigger. Maybe too big, but you can tinker around and just change a bit after a bit on everything. Oh, what? And if you want to like be able to hold in your item, you can do auto reuse equals to 3. So now, once you're reloaded everything, you can hold it in your bow. There we go. But if you want like your player should not hold the string and hold the actual bow, you can change that by doing public override holdout offset. You can also do this for many other weapons. Okay, now do new vector 2. Then let's just do 0 and maybe, okay, no, let's do -2 and 0 maybe. Let's go ahead and check out how that's going to be. There we go. It looks weird, but some weapons, yeah, you will need this. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed and probably learned something. Bye.